Would you like to know how to truly connect with women and build stronger relationships? Forget about mind games and cheap tactics. Today we are going to talk about something much deeper: Stoicism. Yes, just as you hear it. Let's discover how the principles of this ancient philosophy can help you become a high-value man and communicate authentically with women. Get ready for a journey to a better version of yourself. By the end of this video, you will know how to talk to women. Put into practice what we will teach you, and you will see how they will love you. Modern dating is full of confusion, drama, and emotional roller coasters. But here's the kicker: high-value men handle it differently. And guess what? They do it with the power of Stoicism. It's not about playing around trying to be someone you're not or pretending to be cool. I'll give you an arsenal of 10 proven tactics for interacting with women. Forget clichés and insecurities. Here you will find a direct and effective method to communicate with confidence, dominating conversations, and projecting an image of a confident and attractive man. Do you want to hone your social skills and connect with women in an authentic way? Ready to transform your social interactions? Then, let's begin our journey. Number 1. Peace of mind and confidence. In the complex game of attraction, calm and confidence are powerful weapons. A man who radiates calmness, who does not get carried away by emotions impulsively, is like a lighthouse in a stormy night, a safe and reliable refuge. The ability to maintain composure, even in the face of challenging situations, is an extremely attractive trait. When a man overreacts or is easily unsettled, he projects an image of insecurity that scares women away. There is a false belief that intensity and drama are essential ingredients for romance. However, the reality is very different. Women, deep down, seek stability and harmony in their relationships. Emotional chaos, constant insecurities, and excessive jealousy create a toxic environment that no one finds attractive. In today's world, where everyone is hooked on validation and social media drama, men who keep their cool are rare, and women realize that. A high-value man is one who has developed a solid emotional intelligence. He knows how to identify and manage his own emotions, as well as empathize with those of others. This emotional maturity translates into a greater ability to build healthy and lasting relationships. When talking to a woman, never let her see you sweat. You are in control. When she tests your patience, when she is teasing you or throwing you a wild curveball, stay calm. The reason high-value men thrive in conversations with women is simple. They don't react emotionally. Women aren't just looking for someone who's fun to be around. They're hardwired to look for a man who can handle pressure. When you maintain your composure, especially in awkward or high-tension situations, you are telling him, "I am not like everyone else, I am solid as a rock." Imagine a moment when you are with her and the conversation takes a strange turn. Maybe she makes a comment that would confuse most men. If you stay focused, smile, and respond calmly, you're already showing more value than any flashy outfit or impressive work ever could. When you are in a conversation and feel the need to explain yourself, justify your actions, or react emotionally, pause, breathe. Let your response come from a place of calm and control, and notice how your words carry more weight. In short, calmness and confidence are key qualities for attracting and keeping a woman. By cultivating these virtues, you position yourself as a self-assured man, capable of offering an emotionally safe and stable environment. Remember, true attractiveness lies in serenity, not chaos. Number 2, speaking with purpose. This is where most men fail. They talk too much. High-value men don't talk just to fill the silence. When they talk to women, every word has a purpose. They don't ramble. They don't flood the conversation with meaningless chatter. The key to effective communication, especially with women, lies in quality, not quantity of words. High-value men are active listeners and deep thinkers. Every intervention they make is intentional, adding value to the conversation. They avoid unnecessary verbal noise and focus on expressing clear, concise ideas. The high-value man speaks when it matters and lets silence work for them. This is one of the most overlooked tactics in modern dating, but it's incredibly powerful. Silence, when used correctly, communicates confidence. It shows that you are comfortable in your skin, that you don't need validation or approval from it, and that is rare in a world where everyone is trying to talk more and share too much. In a world that cries out for constant attention and where information overload is the norm, silence stands as a revolutionary act. When a man of courage chooses to remain silent, he is sending a profound and powerful message. Silence, used with intention, is a statement of unwavering confidence. It is an affirmation that you are secure in your own skin, without needing the external validation that many desperately seek. A man who speaks with purpose stands out. Women are tired of hearing the same lines, the same compliments, the same old routine. True connection is built with sincere and original words. Women look for authentic conversations, where men show genuine interest and avoid clichés. It's time to go beyond superficial compliments and build relationships based on depth and reciprocity. Here's a practical example. Instead of telling her how pretty she is like any other guy would, tell her something real, something impactful that will make her think you have a really interesting perspective. We can explore a wide range of qualities and characteristics that make a person unique. By expressing admiration for these deeper aspects, we are not only giving a compliment, but we are also initiating a more authentic connection. Now she will be intrigued. You have opened the door for a deeper conversation that she will love to share. True communication is a dialogue, not a monologue. High-value men are masters of active listening. Before speaking, they take the time to understand their interlocutor. This allows them to respond in a relevant and meaningful way, avoiding generic responses or interruptions. High-value men are strategic communicators. They know when to speak and when to listen. Their words are precise, relevant, and always purposeful. They avoid empty speech and focus on building an authentic connection. Practice talking less, focus on listening more than you talk. When you do talk, make sure it is thoughtful, meaningful, and purposeful. You will find that women respect you more when you leave room for silence. Number 3. Emotionally detached. Let's talk about rejection. This is where most men fall apart. They fear it, and when it happens, they let it destroy their confidence. Rejection is an obstacle that many men find difficult to overcome. Often, this fear paralyzes them, and when faced with it, it can deeply undermine their self-esteem and self-confidence. But high-value men don't mind rejection. Why? Because rejection doesn't define them. It's not personal, and it's certainly not a reflection of their worth. Confident men understand that romantic interest is a two-way street. Not every person will be attracted to them, and that's a natural part of life. When a woman doesn't share her feelings, they take it as a simple preference and move on with their lives. This attitude demonstrates emotional maturity and solid self-esteem, as they do not allow rejection to affect their personal value. Think about it. Why let one interaction determine your value? A man's ability to handle rejection with maturity and poise is especially attractive to many women, as it reflects a strong emotional foundation. When you're not fazed, you're communicating that your confidence comes from within, not from external validation. That's incredibly rare these days. Women are so used to men breaking down when they hear no, that when they see someone who doesn't even flinch, they get curious. Women value those who demonstrate self-confidence and are able to handle rejection in a mature manner. If a woman senses that you're feeling overly vulnerable about the possibility that she won't reciprocate your feelings, she's likely to question your self-confidence. This can lead her to lose respect for you, as self-esteem is an attractive and essential trait in any relationship. But when she sees that you can confidently walk away, even after being rejected, it changes the dynamic. You become the man who doesn't need her approval to feel good about himself. This is where you set yourself apart. The Stoic man is always prepared to lose, and that's because he is not emotionally invested in the outcome of a single interaction. He knows that his confidence isn't tied to one woman, one date, or one moment, and women can sense that. That rejection becomes irrelevant because he understands the bigger picture. His emotional detachment makes him stand out. And suddenly the woman who rejected him is questioning his decision. The moment you show that rejection doesn't move you, you've changed the rules of the game, and that kind of confidence is magnetic. When faced with rejection, don't react negatively or emotionally. Instead, smile, thank them for their time, and walk away with your head held high. This isn't just about being polite, it's about sending a clear message. You are not easily affected. You are someone who doesn't put your self-worth in the hands of someone else, and that is powerful. Number 4, maintain composure in any situation. How many times have you been in a heated moment, perhaps during a date or a disagreement, and felt the need to explode emotionally? In today's tumultuous world, where raw emotions are commonplace, men who remain calm emerge as solid and attractive figures. By maintaining their composure, they not only demonstrate an emotional maturity that inspires confidence, but they also exercise active control over how they are perceived by others. Unlike those who let themselves be carried away by the situation, calm men transmit a feeling of security and stability that is irresistible in the context of a relationship. What you need to know is that composure is power. In today's drama-filled dating world, the man who keeps his composure and calm is the one who wins. Power dynamics in relationships are often more complex than they seem. Sometimes women employ subtle tactics to assess their partner's emotional strength. By deliberately pushing certain emotional buttons, they seek to observe how their peers react to stress or provocation. This constant testing can be interpreted as a way of measuring men's authenticity and responsiveness in challenging situations. The way we react to criticism and challenges says a lot about ourselves. When we become defensive, we reveal a fragility that can damage our reputation. Self-confidence is demonstrated by the ability to accept constructive criticism and to remain calm under pressure. When we lose respect for ourselves, we also lose the respect of others. High-value men stay calm no matter what. Even when the conversation gets tense, they don't break down. If she challenges you, stay calm. If she is testing you, don't flinch. You're in control. Women are attracted to men who can handle themselves under pressure. That's the mark of a high-value man. Practice composure in everyday conflicts. The next time someone irritates you, don't react immediately. Stay calm. Give them some space, and you'll see how much more control you'll have over the outcome. Number 5. Active listening. In our digital age, bombarded by notifications and the immediacy of social media, we have forgotten the art of being truly present. The outside world constantly demands our attention, fragmenting it. Yet amidst this chaos, there is one oasis of connection. A man who manages to be fully present in a conversation. This type of presence, far from being common, is an irresistible magnet. When a man decides to devote his full attention to a woman, he is communicating without words that she is the most important thing at that moment. It is a gesture that transcends words and that women deeply value. When a high-value man talks to a woman, he is not only physically there, he is also 100% mentally present. He listens, he engages, and he makes her feel like she's the only person in the room. That level of attention is incredibly rare these days, and because of that, it is incredibly valuable. Here's the reality. Most men just wait their turn to speak, nodding their heads. But in their heads, they're already thinking about what they're going to say next. But when you actively listen without interrupting or mentally preparing your next line, you immediately separate yourself from the rest. You're showing her that you're different from all the other guys she's talked to. In a world where women often feel ignored, giving them your full attention is a game changer. And it's not just about nodding, it's about making her feel like what she's saying is important. By maintaining eye contact, giving thoughtful responses, and even asking follow-up questions that show you're paying attention, you're telling her you're interested in what she's saying. That level of engagement makes her feel valued and appreciated, and that's where the connection really starts to happen. Practice active listening by maintaining eye contact and responding thoughtfully. Put your phone away, resist the temptation to check it, and don't let your mind wander to what you're going to say next. Just be present. You'll notice how much more engaged she becomes when she feels like you're genuinely interested in what she has to say, and that sets the stage for a deeper, more meaningful connection. Number 6. Body language. Body language speaks louder than words. In fact, most communication is non-verbal. Even before you open your mouth, your body is already sending messages. And here's the trick. Most men are completely unaware of how much they communicate without speaking. The way you stand, the way you move, the way you maintain or avoid eye contact. All of these send signals and women pick up on them instantly. High-value men attract attention not only by what they say, but also by how they behave. Are you standing tall or slouching? Are your movements deliberate and controlled, or are you fidgeting? Is your eye contact confident and unwavering, or are you shifting your gaze nervously? All of these seemingly insignificant little details make a huge difference in how women perceive you, even before you've said a word. Now imagine this. You walk into a room and don't say anything, but because of the way you carry yourself, people notice. This is the power of body language. High-value men know that their mere presence can speak volumes. They don't fidget, they don't slouch, and they certainly don't avoid eye contact. Instead, they stand tall, move with purpose, and maintain firm, confident eye contact. It's like you're telling the world, I'm in control, I'm not easily moved. Women are visual creatures. They read these physical cues more than you think. If your body language shows nervousness, insecurity, or lack of confidence, they will notice it immediately. But when you display calm, controlled, and deliberate movements, they feel that you are confident, composed, and completely comfortable in your own skin. This type of non-verbal communication is immensely attractive. Here's another key detail. Speed men who rush through their movements, whether walking, talking, or even gesturing, often appear anxious or insecure. High-value men, on the other hand, move slowly and deliberately. Their actions are measured and purposeful. Whether they're reaching for a drink, adjusting their posture, or turning to look someone in the eye, every move is done with confidence and control. There is no rush, no nervous energy. This calm, unhurried demeanor is a subtle but powerful indicator of your self-confidence. Pay close attention to your body language. Practice standing up straight. When you make strong eye contact and move with intention, slow down your movements. Take your time and let each action have a purpose. By doing this, you will instantly increase your presence and begin to command the room before you speak. Not only will this make you more attractive to women, but it will also change the way everyone around you perceives you. Number 7. Emotional control. We have all experienced those moments when emotions overwhelm us, moments when worries become overwhelming, feelings become more intense and calm seems like a distant utopia. It's as if a wave of energy sweeps us away, leaving us at the mercy of our own internal storms. Who hasn't felt their heart race, their hands sweat, and their mind cloud over? At such times, emotions overflow, becoming an unstoppable force that clouds our judgment and makes it difficult to make rational decisions. It is as if our body and mind were rebelling against ourselves. From an argument with a loved one to a traffic jam, the situations that trigger our most intense emotions are present in our daily lives. At such times, it is as if a spark lights a fuse, setting off a chain reaction of negative thoughts and feelings. Most men fall into that trap. They get defensive, lash out, or worse, let their emotions completely dictate their actions. It is in those moments when they are not controlling their emotions where they lose. But here's the thing. High-value men don't let emotions control them. They understand that emotional control is their most powerful weapon. Here's something you need to realize. Women are naturally attracted to the strength of emotions, and they want to see if you can keep your cool when things get tough. Think about it. How many men do you know that react emotionally to the smallest thing? It's common. But when you're the man who can keep his cool and refuse to get carried away by emotion in the midst of chaos, you instantly stand out. In a world full of men who crumble under pressure, you become the exception. The ability to maintain composure under pressure is not common. By resisting the temptation to give in to emotions, you demonstrate a strength of character and self-discipline that few possess. In a world that rewards quick reactions, you choose the thoughtful response, becoming an example of emotional control. When a woman tests you emotionally, it's not because she wants you to fail. It's because she's trying to see if you can handle the pressure. She wants to know if you're the type of guy who will stay strong in the face of emotional turmoil, or if you'll give in. If you get emotional, react impulsively, or lose your temper, she'll see you as just another guy who can't handle stress. But if you stay calm, collected, and rational, she'll start to see you as someone different, someone who's in control no matter what. High-value men understand that emotions are fleeting, and letting them get the better of you only leads to poor decision-making. The ability to separate yourself from emotional chaos and remain logical is one of the most attractive qualities you can have. Imagine being in the middle of a heated argument, and instead of raising your voice or getting defensive, you pause, think, and respond calmly. That shows real strength and is a rare find. And here's the hard truth. Women want to be with a man who can protect them, not just physically, but emotionally as well. If you are easily swayed by emotions, how can you offer the protection you need to show that you are grounded, unbreakable, and that no amount of emotional drama can unbalance you? This doesn't mean you ignore your emotions, but it does mean you don't let your emotions get the better of you. When you stay focused, you stay in control. The next time drama enters the conversation, whether it's with a woman, a friend, or even at work, take a moment to step back. Don't get emotionally involved. Breathe, stay calm, and respond with logic, not emotion. You will notice that you not only gain more control over the situation, but you also demand more respect from those around you. The ability to overcome emotional chaos is what separates high-value men from the rest. When you refuse to get caught up in the drama, you're not only protecting yourself, you're showing her that you can protect her too. Number 8, asking reflective questions. Most men ask the same boring questions. What do you do? What's your favorite movie? Men of true worth are those who look beyond the surface in conversations. Their questions are like seeds that plant deep and authentic conversations. By showing genuine interest in others, they create meaningful connections based on mutual understanding and respect. High-value men are naturally curious and possess great emotional intelligence. Their questions are not just a way to fill the silence, but a tool to explore the minds and hearts of those around them. Through their questions, they reveal an inquisitive mind and an ability to connect with others on a deeper level. Women are used to small talk, so when you come up with something more meaningful, it takes them by surprise. They're used to guys who skim the surface without ever diving into what really makes them tick. When you show genuine interest, you're telling her that you're not like everyone else. You're not just trying to pass the time or impress her with typical small talk. You're actually curious about her as a person, about what makes her unique. Here's why it's important to ask thoughtful questions. It opens a way for her to express herself in ways most men don't allow. When you dig deeper, you get to know her on a level that makes her feel seen and appreciated. And when a woman feels understood, she'll be more connected to you. He'll remember that conversation long after it's over, simply because you gave him the space to talk about the things that matter to him. For example, instead of asking the typical questions about how they have fun, try to dig a little deeper. Ask her if there is a dream she has been cherishing for years, a passion that has been with her since childhood, or an adventure she has always wanted to experience. You might just discover a side of her you've never known before. You can also ask about forgotten hobbies he would like to take up again, or skills he would like to develop. The possibilities are endless. These types of questions make her think and invite her to share a part of herself that most men never ask about. Skip the small talk, go deeper. Ask her about her dreams, her passions, or what really motivates her in life. You will find that the conversation becomes much more interesting, memorable, and authentic. Number 9. Confidence without ego. True confidence lies in humility, not arrogance. Men of true worth possess an inner security that requires no ostentation. They do not feel the need to impose their opinion, to dominate conversations, or to constantly seek the approval of others. His confidence speaks for itself silently, And indeed, this is the kind of confidence that is not loud or flashy. It is solid. It is the confidence of a man who knows his worth but does not feel the need to advertise it. When you exude that kind of energy, women naturally notice it. You don't need to tell her you're great. She can see it in the way you carry yourself. One of the biggest mistakes men make is confusing ego with confidence. They think that by showing off or bragging, they will gain respect or admiration. But here's the controversy. The more you try to prove your worth, the more you reveal your insecurity. Boasting about your job, your car, your status, that doesn't impress women. On the contrary, it repels them. True confidence is knowing that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You walk into the room already knowing your worth, and that peace of mind, that confidence, is far more attractive than any boastful words that could ever exist. Women are turned off by arrogance. They can see right through it. They want a man who knows who he is and is comfortable in his own skin, without feeling the need to shout it from the rooftops. When you have a quiet confidence, when you allow your actions and behavior to speak louder than words, that's when you stand out in the best way possible. The next time you're tempted to brag or seek validation, don't let your actions do the talking. Focus on staying humble by letting your quiet confidence radiate. You will find that women will be far more intrigued and attracted to your genuine self-confidence than any ego-driven attempts to impress. When you exude this kind of confidence, you'll demand more respect and attention without having to lift a finger. Number 10. End the conversation gracefully. The art of conversation lies not only in starting interesting topics, but also in knowing when to end them. Many men make the mistake of prolonging conversations past their optimal point, mistakenly believing that more words equal greater impact. However, the reality is that prolonging an interaction can create discomfort and decrease interest. Confident men know that sometimes less is more, and that leaving a woman wanting more is a much more effective strategy to captivate her. There is no need to push the situation. Let things flow naturally. Don't feel obligated to keep up the conversation at all costs or to constantly seek approval. Self-confidence is your best ally. Trust that if there is connection, it will be maintained effortlessly. High-value men understand the power of leaving on a high note. When you exit a conversation naturally and confidently, you leave her thinking, "I want to know more about him." This is how you create lasting impressions. Ending a conversation gracefully doesn't mean cutting things off abruptly. It's about sensing when the conversation has peaked and ending it. Dating at the right time will leave her wondering about you, craving another interaction. Women remember how a conversation ends. That is the last impression they take with them. So when you end it with confidence, you leave her with a positive memory, and that's what will make her think of you later. You're not the guy who tried too hard or overstayed his welcome. You're the guy who left on his terms, with grace and ease. Practice ending things on a high note. Know when to leave and do so with confidence. Smile, say a warm but brief goodbye and walk away. Let her be the one to think about what you didn't say and want to know more. It's always better to leave her wanting more than to stay too long and lose the magic. And that's it for our journey through the world of Stoicism, and its advice to help you reveal the man of courage that you have hidden inside you. Let it out. Remember, being a high-value man isn't about pretending or following a magic recipe. It's about being authentic, cultivating your virtues, and connecting with others from a place of respect and understanding. Remember that it's not about what you say, but how you say it, how you behave, and how you handle pressure. Women are naturally attracted to men who control their emotions and don't let external factors dictate their worth. Be that man if you truly want to transform your love life and become a high-value man. But remember, knowledge is only the first step. True transformation occurs when we apply these principles to our daily lives. Well, my friends, that's all for today. I hope this video has given you a new perspective on how to talk to women. What do you think of these tips? Have you ever applied the principles of Stoicism in your interactions with women? What changes are you going to implement starting today? Share your experience in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Together we can build a community of more conscious and connected men and happier women. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you at the next meeting so that we can continue to grow together in the wisdom of eternal Stoic philosophy.